Hello! This is Six Birds in a Trench Coat wishing you a very warm welcome to another Planet Zoo video. What I want to do in this video is a lot. I want to check if all of the animals are happy. First of all, since we're playing on hard mode, that means maybe getting rid of some of the enrichment items and putting some new ones in there. I also want to put down a null barrier to outline the next 3 habitats, and I want to find out where I'm going to put my restaurant. Also, I am going to be fixing a bunch of issues, fixing the work zones. The first thing I want to do is actually fix an aesthetic issue which has been bothering me for a while. I'm talking about the ugly, runny ice cream things. Boom. Enrichment stuff. This one is still green. The happy duck is still green. Fine. What about you, little hippos? Do you still like your mud bath? Yes, you do. Enrichment. So the herb scent marker, which I believe I placed on the island, yes, is no longer fun. And it is now gone. This, of course, is because we're playing on hard mode, which means that the animals get tired of things, but they're still perfectly happy just having the mud bath. So we're gonna leave it like that. What about our little foxies? You look sad. Yeah, you still like the tunnels, but the sprinkler has gone down to orange. The blood scent marker is also not making them happy. And now they have 2 little enrichments, so we need to go into habitat, species, fennec fox, toys. So we could give you a tennis ball. I'm gonna put it in this rock. 200 out of 216, so still not quite good enough. What happens if you get another ball? Absolutely nothing. How about we give you a bubble machine? Right up. No. Are you that kind of thing that just evens out the ground in such a huge area? Next up, meerkats. If you are not... I'm not sure what you're looking at. Is there an invisible TV? You are not fans of the bubble machine anymore. So we're gonna get rid of that. Shmishish. Meerkat. Well, I suppose we could give you a tennis ball as well. That'll be fun. Are you happy now? No. You want more. Will an extra tunnel... Where is your tunnel even? Wait, your tunnel is buried in rock. That's better. You can have this thing. Now, how are you feeling? Totally happy. And the food enrichment ones, they don't get tired of those, which I guess is because there's food in it, and who gets tired of food? Are you gonna play with that? Is it fun? Look at his... You came in pretty recently, did you not? Yes, and you're still happy with everything, and the warthogs have been here for a minute, so you're still happy with everything. Yes, good. Good. What are you doing? Sleeping on your food. And the aardvarks are going to mate. Yes, so I did end up putting 2 new adults in here because I felt super bad for the little baby that was just completely alone. Even though apparently the baby was fine, I think baby should not live alone. Hi, baby. You're cute. Nighttime, daytime. Another thing that I wanted to do is just grab the barrier one here because we want a savanna. We want lions. And I actually actually also want to put in some lemurs here, which means edit barrier, all of it, delete. The floor, delete. And the path. So should I get rid of the door in the back of it too? Yes, let's do that. Boop. Our piggies are having babies. Let's look at this actually. Wait, what? Fighting due to overcrowding? Did the baby grow up already? What are your issues? It's not lack of space. You grew up! That's why you're such a big baby. Because you're not a baby. Well, I think you're going to be released into the wild. Go have a wonderful life. Bye. And apparently she had a fight with her stepdad, whose nose is now buried in the ground. So I'm going to call a vet to take care of him. In fact, let's just check animal welfare. Yeah, so a lot of the exhibit animals are not happy. Let me fix that. Making animals happy by selling them and making me happy by making money. Okie dokie. Then let's sort by maturity. And also, don't show me exhibit animals or the ones in the trade center. Because I want to see what babies we have. So all of baby piggies need contraceptions. This little girl will be generation 2, and the boys will be set free. The African penguins. I think we could potentially start sorting for genes here. So that the... Oh, she has really good genes. And she doesn't, but the top 2, which are the ones that are important long term when you're breeding, are good. These 2 are not terrible. I'm going to keep them all. I want many, 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 many penguins. Meerkats. You will not be breeding with your mother, but you will be staying. So you get an X, and both of you will be either sold or released. More baby penguins. So this one has super crappy genes. You will not be a part of my super awesome breeding program. You're not that great either because your longevity is really, really low. So you're also going to be released, as are you. Now that we are already here, I'm not going to pause it for this because this is going to be problematic if I don't. Boom! We now have no work zones. So the question is, where does it at this point make sense to have work zones? What is this place? This is keeper's quarters, so we want that one. All of the vendors. Now I'm not going to be including any mechanics in this work zone, so I'm not going to be greening any of these 2. I am, however, going to be including one caretaker who will specifically work on this area right here. So I'm also going to put the bathroom in this work zone. And I'm going to name this work zone Sail Hippo Terrace. Okie dokie. And let us see. Then I do 2 of these things and 6 buildings. One of them is a bathroom, which means 5 are stores, which means I should have 7 vendors plus 1 caretaker. I'm going to train my caretakers. I'm going to train these guys also. One caretaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, training the vendors makes customers much happier after interacting with them. It also makes the lines go faster because they get people their food a lot quicker. So training your vendors actually makes your guests happier in 2 ways. They don't have to stand in line and they feel like they're getting epic service. One thing that I learned though, I've been told, is that training your keepers doesn't really make that big of a difference in terms of how effective they are. It does, however, make a huge difference in terms of pay. This is a 1-star keeper, costs me a little over 1,000 a month. Or the fully trained one, almost 3 times as much. So the question is, are they actually 3 times as efficient? 3 times faster at cleaning, 3 times faster at feeding, 3 times faster at moving from habitat to keeper's hut? I doubt it. Or would it make more sense to just hire 3 people? Which is why now I am going to keep 1 person who's fully trained because I'm gonna need a pooper scooper. I'll explain that later. If I don't, sorry. But I'm going to fire these 2 people actually, and I'm also going to fire you. And instead, I'm gonna hire 5 new keepers. Yes, because the money's gonna be pretty much the same. I got 5 for the price of 3. New work zone. This vendor's break room, which should mean that I've already set it to have the PR perk, which makes people even happier interacting with them. Yes. All of the little shops, a toilet, and a break room, pretty much the same as over there. So we're gonna call this one Sale! Meerfox. That's an animal now. 10 facilities. 8 of them are shops, which means we need 11 vendors. What I usually like to do is have 4 vendors for 3 shops. Ish. So 1 vendor per shop and then 1 extra for each 3. Because they need to take breaks. And if you have the exact same number of vendors as you have shops, they're just going to leave their post and the shop will be closed. And people are going to get angry and you're not going to be making any money. I'm actually going to put 12 vendors in there. Plus 1 caretaker. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12. And 1 caretaker. Now, you may be thinking, you're going to need many more caretakers than that. And actually, in this case, I think you're right, because this is extremely busy, and I do have more shops than I do the other place. So, thank you for telling me what to do by me putting words into your mouth. Let's go with 2 caretakers. And then just add 1 to Sale Meerfox. Yes. You may say, you are going to need many more caretakers than just 1 here and 2 here. And you would be right. I learned another very smart thing. That if you take a break room, and then another break room, and then... Actually, I'm going to be doing this in the end. New work zone! This. 2 habitats, 2 keepers' huts, and a break room. And since I need mechanics to fix the habitats anyway, I'm going to be adding those 2 in there, and we have 1 nice, compact little work zone. So they don't have to spend so much time walking back and forth all the time. The only thing I'm wondering is, will the mechanic have enough to do? But since the hippo habitat has its gate over here, and these vending machines are actually closer to this area where the stuff is coming out over here. So I'm going to put those in that work zone as well as that one. And now the mechanic may have too much to do. We shall see. You know what? I changed my mind. Delete. New work zone. I'm going to be making many work zones, so this is only going to be for the keepers. And I'm going to write dyr. No, that is not even close. Dyr. Because that means animals in Danish, and it's the code that I have been using to tell myself which type of work zone we are working with. Pigs. Do we need 3 keepers, or should 2 be enough? They're 2 habitats, and they also need to take breaks. I'm not going to be training them, so I think we're going to need 3. Do I put a vet in here? Will that vet have enough to do, or shall I make a larger vet work zone? I'm going to try doing a larger work zone for the vets, and just have 3 keepers in here, and absolutely nothing else. The mechanic will get their own work zone, including the habitats, but also a bunch of other things. And that does not stand for 3K as in 3,000, it stands for 3 keepers. Stuff. Wait, I should fire you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I only want people who absolutely know everything and people who are Jon Snow. So we're going to be putting you in the pig zone, and you're in the pig zone, and you're in the pig zone. New work zone. See, over here, we have a habitat gate going this way, and it had a habitat gate going that way, which is really suboptimal. I should just have 2 gates here, and this one over here, and then a break room, because then we can have an incredibly efficient thing going on again. No staff room. Yeah, I know, but you know what? We're going to be breaking some bones. That is what it is apparently called when you start taking apart things you've already made. Things that work, but could work better. Cue speed build. So close. So close. What if we just move it? Yeah, let's do that. Because I have a plan over here that involves multitasking, which I suck at. Talking and doing at the same time is not something I am capable of. But apparently I can sing poorly while... Yes. So what I was trying to say while I was doing something, which meant that I couldn't say something, was... Now I'm doing something again. Stop. The lions are going to be here, including a lion house. I'm not really sure if all this path is going to be doing this thing. It probably isn't, but I want a lion house with a keeper's entrance, and also where people can... They're not going to be in the same part of the house as the lions, although that would be an interesting experiment. Can the animals actually eat the guests? And now we have more of this stupid stone that needs covering.
What I was saying when I stopped saying because I started doing, and now I'm saying it in a voiceover, was that staff room can be used for 3 habitats, including the lions when they arrive.
Wow, this is getting out of hand. So many rocks. Just get you in over here. And finish it off with a few rocks to support the others. And let's grab the path. Move it up that way and over here. And connect it over here and like that. beautiful. And it has power. Nice. What is happening over here? Why is this door red? No power. I find that hard to believe. Why are you not powered when you're in the middle of the center of all power? Speaking of power, we also need mechanics to fix things, otherwise we will have none. Power, that is. So, what I have learned to do with both mechanics and caretakers is set up a route for them, starting at one staff room and then ending at another. So if you do, I don't even know how far they can actually walk, but if we give them this staff room and that staff room, this one's going to be moved at some point anyway, so we can just do that as an experiment. So the caretakers, the mechanics, you are going to be sharing this area. Now, let's call it MC. Mechanics and caretakers. MC entrance. That sounds like a bad musician. Starting with this one, and then moving up, taking that one, and these ones. And both of those. And you can go into that staff room afterwards. Yes, you can. And this is MC West. And no, I have not written down how many people I am putting in each of them, because I'm not sure yet. New work zone! And yes, I realize I have not put any of them on the habitats. That's because I've decided that the habitat work zones are each going to be getting a mechanic. I don't mind hiring too many people right now because I have too much money. MC East. New work zone, because I also want one going straight through here. I'm just going to plop whatever's on the way in there. You're going to be sharing that with others. The point is that I want some caretakers in this area as well. They'll be walking through here now. And this is going to be MC Central. And we're going to start with just one caretaker in each of these. And then we're going to see where we need more, if we need more. Going to do the same thing with our mechanics. Anyway, how many baby penguins do we have? This is a question we ask every time because it is always relevant. We now have 55 penguins. Dude, if you can't see the African penguin from, wherever, is there like a souvenir shop where I can sell glasses to people who can't see the animals? Okay, so these are pretty crowded. Maybe what I need to do is slap down some more Now I am doing one thing at a time today. At least I'm trying. I'm going to hire one more educator. Actually, I'm going to hire 2 more educators because I want one in each animal zone. Because since they introduced the roaming educators, I really like just having educators roaming. Let's move this palm tree out here. I said I was going to do one thing at a time, and then I didn't. No. That was the punishment for doing 16 things simultaneously, but I still want more plants in here. I wonder if the penguins also want more plants in here. I'm not so sure. So why am I not putting these things around their water? Because these things grow with fresh water and penguins have salt water. Obviously the in-game plants do not care and there is no sense. What is happening? What's your... again! The penguin glitch. Just when we go down here and we randomly move a plant. No? Is it this thing? Is that the issue? Apparently it was. Let's put it back and see if you now understand that you still... Yes, there we go. You need a workshop. No, I don't. But if it will make you be quiet. And then there's the pathing, the thing with the... You know what? Let's just move you back here because then we can just put like that. Excellent. We are hiring another vet because apparently tiny animals do not need vets. So we're going to put one in the pig farm, one in the Mirfox area, and one in the central area. I'm sorry, central animals, you get the untrained vet. I really do wish there was some way of finding out exactly what training makes them better at. If anyone has any tips on that, I really do want a comment telling me, and I will be eternally grateful. For instance, do the vets become better at discovering disease? Do they treat them quicker over here? Or do they just run faster when they have an animal in a box? Another African penguin has matured. Ooh, including one who needs to be set free. Have a wonderful life. And with that, I leave you for today with this glorious view from our hippo terrace. If you like the video, please like the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, I guess I can't stop you. Nighttime, daytime. Bye.